What's up, everybody? Carlos doesn't there. Welcome back to another video. Today we have my Money in the Bank 2021 prediction video, and as I've said in previous videos, Money in the Bank, one of my favorite shows of the year, one of my favorite match concepts, and one of my favorite overall concepts. When even after the match is over, when the person wins the briefcase, because you never know when they're going to cash in. So very looking forward to this show. So let's not waste time. Let's get straight into it. But before we do, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know your predictions in the comment section below. And let's get into it. First up, we have the pre-show match, which is the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships, which is Rey and Dominic Mysterio. The Mysterios defending against Jimmy and Jey Uso. Of course, the Usos, legendary WWE Tag Team. Dominic and Rey, of course, father-son team. So very intrigued to see which way this goes. I kind of want to say the Usos, kind of so we can see the bloodline, the family, which is Roman Reigns and the Usos with all the gold. But I feel like Rey and Dominic's reign hasn't really got going. There hasn't really been much to it. So, very interested to go. Do they change the belts on the pre-show? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that Mysterio and Dominic will somehow retain, but the Usos will then get a future shot down the line and then win the belts, maybe like on SmackDown or something. But this should be a fun match. Rey and Dominic and the Usos expect a lot of high-flying action, fast-paced action. So yeah, might watch the pre-show just for this match. Do I see the belts changing on the pre-show though? Yes and no. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with the Mysterios to retain. I just feel like they haven't really had a lot in their reign for to end on the pre-show. I feel like at least have them lose it on like SmackDown or something. That'd be a bit better than losing them here on the pre-show. But yeah, I feel like somehow the Mysterios will find a way to retain. Then, moving on to the main show, the Raw Tag Team Championships, the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar versus AJ and Omos. And I'm going to go with AJ and Omos. I just feel like it's too soon as well to take the belts off them. I know they did win it at Mania, which has been a couple of months now, but have they defended the belts since Mania? I honestly couldn't tell you. I haven't really been watching Raw or keeping up with, like, because Raw just hasn't been a great product. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just going to go with AJ and Omos here. Big fan of the Viking Raiders, though, from their days as War Machine and, like, Ring of Honor and the Independents. And, like, they have former tag team champions in WWE. But, yeah, I don't see him getting the belts here. So I'm going to go with AJ and Omos to retain. Then Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. I feel like I've seen this match about a million times in the last year. They had a match last year at Mania. They had like a match at the last pay-per-view. They've had triple threat matches as well. I know in NXT there was one with Io Shirai for the NXT belt, and there was one with Asuka. I can't remember what pay-per-view that was. Yeah, but I do like Rhea Ripley, but I haven't been a big fan of her main roster run. Like, I was a big fan of her in NXT, but on the main roster, I know there's just something being missing. Like, I don't know. I'm a big Charlotte Flair fan as well, but I won't put the belt back on her just yet. So, go with Rhea to retain. I don't know, I feel like... yeah, I know, I'm not really looking forward to this match. As I've mentioned, though, I am a fan of Rhea and I am a fan of Charlotte, but there's just something about this match where it doesn't interest me. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with Rhea just because I feel like I won't put the belt back on Charlotte just yet. Then we have the women's Money in the Bank match. We'll go into that. The first Money in the Bank match of the night, because other than that, it's the two world title matches and the men's Money in the Bank. So we'll leave them to last. Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross which is Nikki ASH, almost superhero, because she's doing the whole superhero gimmick now. Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Natalya, and Tamina. I honestly have, like I've mentioned, if you watch my SmackDown review, I've said it. Liv Morgan's the only one where they've really. I don't watch Raw. Like I've already said that, so I don't really know how they've been building this. But from the SmackDown side of things, Liv Morgan's the only one where they've kind of had any build. Like Natalya and Tamina, they just got announced on like social media. Zelina Vega coming back, of course, and getting a spot in. I can see her winning it. Yeah, but Liv Morgan, she's the one they've kind of been pushing. She's the one who's been fighting for a spot. She's the one who's trying to like earn her spot. And like she ended the go home SmackDown standing tall, which makes me think she's losing. Of course, Asuka and Bliss could win. Maybe if they were trying to really push this Nikki Cross superhero gimmick, she could win. But I feel like if you're pushing a superhero gimmick, winning Money in the Bank isn't kind of the best way to do that. Naomi, she's kind of one where she could win it, but she really hasn't been doing a lot recently, so this could be one where she wins it and kind of helps re-establish her. Natalya and Tamina are women's tag team champions. I don't see that either of them winning it. Zelina, as I've mentioned, I could see winning it because she did recently just come back. And you know what? Zelina Vega with the briefcase could lead to some very, very interesting things. But I want to say Liv Morgan. I really want Liv Morgan to win this, and the way they've been building it, it seems like they've been building it for Liv Morgan to win. But because of that, knowing WWE, she isn't winning. But I'm going to go with what I want, and what I want is Liv Morgan to win it. But I also won't be surprised if like Zelina, knowing how this story has been building out, where it's Liv like trying to fight her way in, and like it just kind of get took away, and she kept having to fight to earn it. It won't surprise me if Liv is about to like unhook the briefcase, she gets like taken out, Zelina Vega robs it, and kind of you have your feud there. That's probably what's going to happen now, actually, that I think about it. But I want Liv Morgan to win it, so that's what I'm going to go with. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I really like the lineup for this ladder match. Ricochet, John Morrison, Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre from the Raw side. Then on the SmackDown side, you have Big E, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, and Rollins. Very, very stacked lineup. You have your Ricochets and your Morrisons who are going to do some insane stuff. Kevin Owens, of course, always does some stuff as well. So it should be a very fun spot fest with everyone that's involved in it. On the winner side, I don't want Drew to win. I'm just going to say that. Of course, he did lose to Lashley, and the whole stipulation was he can never challenge for the title again as long as Lashley is champion. And knowing that they'd go around that by having Drew win Money in the Bank. But I feel like Drew, he carried the World Heavyweight title division for the past year. And I know, unfortunately for Drew, a lot of that and a lot of, his whole run as champion was in front of nobody. But because he was at the top of the card and in the main event scene and the title scene for so long, for like over a year, I do think it's time for just kind of change it up, freshen it up, and like have kind of Drew just do something else for a bit, and then you can go back in a couple of months, maybe this time next year, and kind of once everything's kind of freshened up a bit, you can have Drew go back into the title picture. But for now, because he was in the title picture for so long, I don't want him to win this. Nakamura, big fan of Nakamura. But he recently started this King Nakamura gimmick after getting the crown from Corbin, so I don't really see him winning it. Kevin Owens, I could see winning, but I don't think he will. Seth, I can't see winning, but again, I don't think he will. Well, this can go either way. Like, I realistically, I can see everyone winning here, maybe bar Ricochet or Morrison. But the one person that I really, really want to win, like the one name that I haven't mentioned yet, Big E. I've been saying it for so long. Go back and watch my predictions and my reactions and reviews and all of the re-shows. I've been saying it for months now. Give Big E a title push. give Big E that title run. And I feel like they kind of have set that up with SmackDown with Big E interrupting Paul Heyman. Give Big E the briefcase. Have Big E come out, confront Roman Reigns, say, I'm not going to cash in whenever behind your back. I'm going to come to your face. SummerSlam, me and you, I'm cashing in. And have Big E beat Roman Reigns 1, 2, 3 clean at SummerSlam. That's what they should do. But not WWE, they won't do that again. But prove me wrong. I hope they do prove me wrong. I know I keep saying, oh, but WWE, they don't do that. Because they have a track record of not doing the right thing, not striking while the iron's hot. But yeah, hopefully they can prove me wrong. So I'm going with Big E, and hopefully they do the right thing. I could also see Rollins winning because of the little segment he had with Edge. But we'll get into that kind of later, because when I get into my Universal title predictions. Then we have the WWE title match, Kofi Kingston versus Bobby Lashley. Very interested in this matchup, kind of how the kind of different styles between Kofi and Lashley. Big fan of Kofi and big fan of Lashley, and think Lashley will retain. Again, I think it's a bit too early to take the belt off him, even though he has held it for a couple of months now. But all he's really done is feud with Drew. So, yeah, I wouldn't have him drop it yet. I'd have him hold it for a couple more months. Have a big dominant reign as a heel. And yeah, I think Kofi will be defeated. I'm happy that they are booking Kofi in the main event title feuds again. That his world title run wasn't just a one-off, because it kind of did look like that, because they did transition him back into, well, not really transition him, but they did have him kind of focus on tag team stuff with Woods for a bit. But yeah, happy to see them going back and giving Kofi these main event spots, these big title match spots. But I don't think he'll get the win here. And then Roman Reigns versus Edge, I feel like this is what will close out the show. The big singles match, for the first time ever. We thought we were going to get that Mania, then Daniel Bryan got added. But we're getting it here at Money in the Bank instead. The fans are back for it as well, so the atmosphere should be good. Big fan of Edge. Don't think he'll get the belt here. As I said, I want Reigns to retain so we can go in for Reigns and Big E for the belt. Like Seth versus Edge doesn't need a belt. Whereas I feel like having Big E chase Roman for the belt will add to that and help that be what it could be. But yeah, I also wouldn't surprise if Seth did win Money in the Bank, cash in straight away on Edge, and have Seth versus Edge at like SummerSlam for the belt. But yeah, personally, I'd go with Big E win Money in the Bank and Roman retaining here. And so that's what I'm going to predict. I'm going to go with Roman with the win over Edge. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you can have Seth interfere. Maybe you can have, well, the Usos probably will get involved. Heyman will probably get involved. So it probably wouldn't be clean as a whistle, but I'd have Roman win here and then feud with Money in the Bank winning Big E. So yeah, that is my predictions and kind of what I want to happen at Money in the Bank 2021. Let me know what you think of all this, what I've said in this video in the comment section below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.